Greeting stars, we're going to go ahead and get into channeling this energy. Now, when I split the deck earlier, what I noticed was there's a transformation taking place. Now, for some, it's alchemical, and for others, this is involving a personal ascension. Now, you may be starting to notice certain things in your environment that could pertain to some information that was shared, or the missing pieces to a puzzle was realized. And because of this, you are now able to see the truth in regards to a situationship and a big reveal. Now, in the recent past, someone that you shared information with may have told you that they seen something or someone. And what I'm getting is, when this happened, you either said, "Where at?" or did you give them your number? And their response could have been they didn't want it, or that they didn't have it. And because of this, you wanted to know why they didn't give up your number or tell them where you were. Or this is you that ran into someone's ex and you may have gave them your number instead. And because of this, someone now feels betrayed, as well as they feel like they had a hand in delaying your union or stopping your ascension. Now, in regards to some fragmented pieces, you may have recently realized that you left something and that you weren't able to see things clearly. And because of this, you may have asked, were you in a Saturn return? And or you feel like your karma is catching up to you, or whomever this is does. Now, you could have gotten your palm read, or someone that watches you did. And due to this, they may have reached out and asked you, were you into some form of divination, as well as do you do palm readings? Now, in regards to this Virgo energy, an individual in the future is going to ask you to do something. Now, this is certainly involving an investment and your healing. Now, wishbone is relevant. However, this could also be a turkey bone. And because of this, you may have noticed something in your food and you are now in the process of healing, or in the near future, someone that knows something about what happened to you is going to attempt to reach out. And when they do, they're going to realize that you do not have the same number and that you are already healed. Now, you could be a reader, as well as you may have watched a prior reading that clarified some missing pieces to what you already assumed, and in the process of doing so, you may have decided to light a protection candle or to do some form of sacral or root chakra healing. Now, regarding astrology, you could be researching planets or solar systems, and because of this, new information is being revealed, and a situation pertaining to your ninth house is soon going to surface. Now, you could have a Ouija board, or you're going through an ascension process. Now, you could have also ran into some information that talked about Jacob's ladder. And because of this, you may now see things from a different perspective. Now, you could have Virgo or Gemini in the ninth house as well. However, the Saturn energy is giving me the closing of a cycle for some, and or another trip around the karmic wheel. Now, you could have said a placide, and when you did, you may have received angelic guidance, or a light could have blew out. Now, for some, this has a lot to do with a sacred book that you cannot decipher, and an energy transference did not transpire. Now, somebody involved in this is attempting to heal themselves with crystals that are not genuine, and their birth chart is significant. Now, you could have recently downloaded your birth chart, and when you did, you may have noticed that it only goes to a certain age. And this is because the system that they used then is not accurate now. Now, what I'm also getting is, in the month of September, something could have happened, and you may have had to travel, or someone that you're interested in did. And because of this, you may have said that they went to another plane of existence, or that they didn't want to deal with you anymore. And due to this, you may have asked to be reacquainted, And you could have did some form of splifka to reinforce the work that you've already been doing, or this individual did. Either show me what it is I need to see. Either. Now, in regards to the near future, you could be deep in contemplation, and or the person that you're interested in is. And because of this, they may want to get reacquainted, or you do. Now, what I'm also getting is something pertaining to a litigation was discovered that could involve an entry and some valuable property. Now, certainly, you could be contemplating at the moment, and that theory could pertain to an individual that you believe was involved, as well as the individual in question cannot be located. Now, you could be wondering where this person is, or vice versa. And if this is the case, someone involved in this had to walk away from an investment due to a situation pertaining to a litigation. Now, what I'm also getting is the direction that this person went into was not one that was profitable, and a certain individual that they felt would be there for them either no longer wants them, or in the near future, this is surely going to come to pass. And what that means is this person is not willing to be with them or you. Now, for another individual, this litigation could end up with someone being behind bars, and due to this, somebody's foundation is not sturdy. Now, I also did a reading a few months ago that talked about an investment property, as well as someone already purchased a home and found out it wasn't up to par. Now, either you or this individual surely feels like someone did not learn their lesson the first time. And this is because either they or you already knew that this individual could not be trusted, and or you've seen the reading and you were precautioned already. And at that time, you may have felt like it wasn't for you. However, what I'm getting is a realtor cannot be located, and the property that you invested in is not up to par. Now, for another individual, someone was released in the past, and you may have allowed this person to stay with you for a little while, and when they did, they had sticky fingers. Now, you may have not known that something was missing, and or you knew, however, you didn't care because it didn't belong to you in the first place. Now, you may have also noticed some individuals outside of your window in the recent past. And when you've seen them, you may have also seen some form of exchange. And you may have questioned, were these individuals these? Now, this could also pertain to a post that could have been on an app or a street sign. Now, you can feel like someone is dancing around the issue, and this issue is involving what happened to your property, or this is you and you're in the midst of some form of litigation. Now, you could have reached out to a practitioner to steer things in your favor, and when you did so, there was an energy transference, as well as whatever they did not work. And because of this, in the near future, you're going to travel, and you're going to notice something about your environment. Now, if you are a reader, you did some work for someone. And when you did, they may have said that they were going to get you back. And at that time, you didn't think anything of it. However, what I'm getting is they did not pay you for a reading or some form of work. Now, this could be the meaning of them getting you back because they feel like you are involved in halting a process that has something to do with a cycle being completed, and they may also feel like you were a willing participant in some form of documentation. I'm being guided to end it there. Deuces. What is your name? What is your name? Sergisias Etha.